Why are manga polls so weird? Okay, that could be fun. Sure, I guess we can check that one out. Why are manga polls so weird? My assumption is the Japanese. They have some tastes.
So, manga polls are pretty strange.
They are.
Because you let enough manga fans vote for their favourite characters, and eventually they'll start voting for Abducted Cow.
Oh yeah, there's that do I want to watch another switch to Linux video? Probably not. Like we've seen so many videos about switching to Linux at this point. I think maybe we'll stop for those. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to it afterwards. We'll see. Anyway, this is the video for now.
But even outside of the joke entries...
Wait, sorry, what was that?
And eventually they'll start voting for Abducted Cow. But even
the strongest tournament to kick ball.
Outside of the joke entries, sometimes manga polls feel less like popularity contests and more just social experiments. As if someone at Shonen Jump is testing how high they can put Gaiman before anyone notices. I mean, it's either that, or Jujutsu Kaisen genuinely had a democratic vote to figure out who the most popular characters were, and Naoya Zenin got 5th place. Naoya Zenin, the minor villain who died 2 years before the poll even came out, and whose main character trait was just being a misogynist. Manga polls will never get boring.
Now he's a
they
fun
will always
character.
have some kind of joke vote, some underdogs, some people buying multiple copies of the same volume just so they can vote twice.
Based.
But most of all, manga polls will constantly give you the realization that your opinion isn't the mainstream one. Like, how did you feel after finding out that the most popular character in My Hero Academia is Bakugo?
Is anyone surprised by that? Is a single person in the world surprised that Bakugo is the most popular character? Why are you acting surprised that Bakugo is the most popular character? Have you ever spoken to any of the female fans of My Hero? No shit, he's the most popular.
Who has overwhelmingly polled first for most of the story's run,
Yeah.
even during the years where he just wasn't in the manga.
Yeah.
I mean, Bakugo was such a fan-favourite character that people weren't satisfied with just one of him, so they voted for a second. A random sketch of Bakugo that was drawn for a movie ranked higher than major characters, including Froppy, Genist, and of course, Bakudog, which is just Bakugo, but as a dog. Now, as much as this makes Bakugo fans look, well, even more crazy than being a Bakugo fan already makes you, votes like these aren't too uncommon. I mean, even just within the My Hero Academia fanbase, there are people out there who voted for Deku's shoes. Those kind of entries exist because a lot of manga polls basically just let the reader submit in anything they want, since it's way easier to do that than to put together a list including characters like Nomo and Family Burger Clerk. Like when the Prince of Tennis announced its 20th anniversary character poll, they prepared over 277 different characters to vote for, only to have Twitter users happily point out that they missed such characters as Kate the Hamster and a stag beetle called King of Satan. The magazine jokingly apologised for missing them and actually added the two as options. Which just proves that people want to vote for something stupid.
Sure.
Like, it's kinda common while reading through a manga poll to see the author sandwiched between his cool C's. The 4th Jujutsu Kaisen...
So, that actually... With, is it... What's his name? Toribot? Is it Toribot? Yeah. So, technically, in the case of Dragon Ball... Toriyama is a character in universe.
poll had Gege, and Gege's mother, and Gege's brother, and Gege's father, and a random goldfish that died in chapter 242. Because if enough people vote for it, then they will publish it. And if enough people vote for it, then it will be forced into a colour spread. Kobeni's car outranking Kobeni is probably the best joke that's come out of a manga poll. I mean, everybody knows of this one. For reference...
Kobeni is so popular in the West, but Japan doesn't care. Toribot's also in Blue Dragon, makes sense.
Kobeni's car was introduced in chapter 57.
That's a nice car.
Used to run somebody over, and then destroyed in chapter 62. That's literally all it did.
Yep.
It was a gag that simply existed to torment Kobeni.
Yep.
And was so funny that people voted for it more than her. Now, this isn't the first time that an inanimate object has ranked high in a manga poll. Fujimoto's response to Kobeni's car was talking about how he voted for an airplane in the Inazuma 11 poll that got first place. That poll even had a wallpaper made for it. And yet in the Free-Ren poll, when the Mimic got third place...
Of course the Mimic got third place! Why wouldn't the Mimic get third place? The Mimic is such a fucking... They've repeated the joke so many fucking times.
All they basically did was slap...
I love the Wait, how did this happen? What? Okay, sorry. What the fuck is the Japanese fans of Free-Ren? Why is Fern in 5th? What?
its manga panel within a bunch of old promotional images. Still, none of these entries compared to Kobeni's car. It is still the most infamous vote that's come out of a manga poll. And even years later, nothing has yet to match it.
Based.
But that doesn't mean that people haven't tried. Demon Slayer's final popularity poll ranked Zenitsu at first place. Scary.
You know what? I kind of get it. He actually started doing stuff in the story later on.
Stuff I know. But what's even scarier is who ranked 52nd place. Sister Crone from The Promised Neverland, a supporting villain who simply takes care of children. In a series where children are raised as livestock to be eaten. Now it's weird enough that Sister Crone is all alone in a Demon Slayer poll. But what's even weirder is that in the Promised Neverlands poll, the character who ranked 29th is Zenitsu. So here's what these two have in common. Sister Crone and Zenitsu both happen to have extremely over-the-top reactions. So much so that it became really funny to put them into the same image. Photoshopping them together was basically just a Japanese Twitter meme.
Okay,
one that had
right,
a lot of good images made for it.
I see.
Like this one, which is my personal favourite. And so the Japanese side of Twitter found the meme so funny that they voted for Sister Crone and Zenitsu in the others' polls. So it's not really that rare to find a Twitter meme being voted for in a manga poll. Like the artist for Oshinoko tweeted out about how much she loves Chainsaw Man. And next thing you know, she ranked 71st place in the following poll. She even outranked the main character of the author's previous work, which is saying something in the following poll. She even outranked the main character of the author's...
People need to go back and read Fire Punch. Fire Punch is so fucking good. It's cooked. But you want... If you read Fire Punch, you understand every other thing that he does in every future work. You understand his mind.
His previous work. Which is saying something, since voting for characters from an author's old manga is a pretty common joke vote. Like in one of the Nisekoi polls, the protagonist of the author's previously cancelled manga made it in the top 10, but the Nisekoi protagonist himself didn't. I like to imagine that people voting for characters from a previous series is why the Boruto manga hasn't had a poll yet. You know, just for the author's morale.
Oh yeah, no. If you... Oh my god.
The previous series is why the Boruto...
If you did a Boruto manga one, that would... Oh no, I can only imagine what that poll would look like. Fujimoto put out a series of one-shots. Like, just short one-shot chapters. Those are like the main things that you sort of want to keep an eye on.
Boruto manga hasn't had a poll yet. You know, just for the author's morale and everything. But even though the Boruto manga hasn't done any polls yet, that doesn't mean that the Naruto manga hasn't. For Naruto's 20th anniversary, Narutop 99 was created. A character poll, but with a twist. Because voters weren't meant to vote for their favourite characters, but for the characters that they most wanted to see more of. Since the winner of Narutop 99 would get their own one-shot manga chapter, written and drawn by Kishimoto himself. The original author of the Naruto series coming back to write and draw about a legacy character was just insane news. Especially since the only Naruto content that had come out of the last 6 years was the Boruto series. So that's probably why people went a little crazy and cast enough votes to get Naruto Uzumaki into 6th place. Like, come on guys, 600 chapters wasn't enough?
No,
even more surprisingly though, is that Sakura ranked as high as 3rd place. Like, even Kishimoto was surprised by...
Do you know why? Because she got shafted through so much of the series. You got to the end of the series and it's like, oh, Naruto and Sasuke become gods? Sakura? What is she What is she doing? Why, what? There was no reason, literally no reason to give Naruto the ability to heal people. Why did you not set it up where Sakura would have some godly healing ability? That's literally her point in the story.
By that. dude really didn't want to draw a Sakura chapter. But in the end, the winner of Naruto 99 was Minato. And the one-shot that Kishimoto created for him was the best content we had gotten in years. So Naruto 99 was a complete success for everybody involved. But it's not like it's the only poll of its kind. Since 10 years earlier, the Kinnikuman manga also had a character poll that would give one lucky character a one-shot manga chapter. So the poll came and went, and Warsman won. Except Warsman didn't get a one-shot. The runner-up was Robin Mask, but he didn't get a one-shot either. Since in this manga poll, the one-shot would be given to whoever gets 29th place. This is because the Japanese words for 2 and 9 can be found in the word Kinnikuman, which makes for a fun little concept. Thing is, this kind of idea went exactly how you'd expect it to. And the real winner of the Kinnikuman poll ended up being Benkiman, the anthropomorphic urinal who was described as nice, selfless, and always willing to let others use him as his personal toilet when they need it. And for those curious, yes, this is an actual plot point in the one-shot itself. The one-shot is about Benkiman, a wrestler with amnesia who learns about his past from his dying grandfather and goes on to win a wrestling tournament. And I will say, the love and care put into this chapter is definitely up there alongside Kishimoto's Minato one-shot. Bobo had a fake poll where the only character that was voted for was Bobo himself. A joke so legendary that multiple manga posts reference it even 20 years later. In Japan, Valentine's Day is about women expressing their love by giving out chocolates to people they like. So back in 2001, when Shueisha saw that the Prince of Tennis had a large female fanbase, they thought...
That's one way to put it. That is one way to put it.
A fun new way to host its popularity poll. Instead of giving actual humans chocolates on Valentine's Day, they wanted people to give chocolates to their favorite Prince of Tennis characters by sending the chocolates directly to Shueisha. Each piece of chocolate...
Someone at Shueisha just didn't like they got no chocolates. So how do we get free chocolate?
Would count as one vote to whatever character was written alongside it. So this poll started off pretty small, with the first year only yielding a total of 313 chocolates.
That's already a lot of fucking chocolate.
Over time, the more popular the Prince of Tennis got, the more chocolates that were sent. In 2007, over 2,500 chocolates were counted, with a single person sending 586 chocolates for their favourite character, Tobe. 5 years later, in 2012, the amount of chocolates had skyrocketed to over 30,000. And in 2014, over 180,000 chocolates were sent to Shueisha. This panicked Shueisha so badly that they actually stopped the poll in 2015, because by this point they were getting their actual employees to count every single chocolate during their breaks. And in 2018, during the final year of the poll, fans sent in over 400,000 chocolates to Shueisha, just before they stopped the tradition permanently.
Yeah, I
so
wonder
why.
So
to put 400,000 votes into perspective, Jujutsu Kaisen's final poll that took place while it was the best-selling manga of that year got just 264,000 votes. Now it might seem like Prince of Tennis fans are the most dedicated fans out there, but over in the Nisekoi fanbase, the place where people...
Imagine being a Nisekoi fan. Oh, you get nothing.
Converged every week just to read a chapter with zero plot progression. There was someone who stood above them all. Y-san. Y-san is a single person from Chiba Prefecture who during Nisekoi's first poll submitted in over 1,500 votes towards his favourite waifu, Marika. Now normally, multiple votes like these wouldn't have been counted, but since this didn't actually change Marika's ranking in the poll...
She was so unpopular that it didn't change anything. That's fucking hilarious.
The publisher actually decided to go with it. Other Nisekoi fans saw Y-san's dedication to Marika, so they started voting for her too. And in the next poll, she got second place, only being beaten by the main love interest. But some fans weren't really that interested in voting for Marika. No, they wanted to go even further, and so they voted for Y-san himself.
Imagine me Nisekoi fans whistle and looks away. Keychain. Yeah. You want to talk about zero progression? Be a fucking Rent-A-Girlfriend fan. Enjoy that life.
Y-san from Chiba Prefecture got enough votes to be the 19th most popular character in Nisekoi.
Wow.
Having gotten such an achievement, the author congratulated Y-san, while also revealing that there were actually Y-san copycats submitting in multiple votes for their favourite characters too. All of which weren't counted, by the way. But then something strange happened. After the third poll, the author realised that Y-san from Chiba Prefecture didn't submit in any votes. Did Y-san give up?
Did he
Did he
die?
stop liking Marika? Or
Is
maybe,
he okay?
did he find someone to replace her? Nah, nothing like that. Instead, Y-san just waited for Marika's birthday, where he sent the author a bouquet of flowers and a pair of glass shoes for Marika. This made the author respond in the next poll by drawing Marika with the exact same gifts.
Aww.
Even long after the pinnacle of this bit, fans continued to vote for Marika, making a chapter centered around Marika win the most popular chapter poll, where of course Y-san from Chiba Prefecture is thanked personally. And finally, when Nisekoi was ending, Marika's final scene in the final chapter is about her being set up for a marriage interview with a man from Chiba Prefecture. What started off as straight up voting for
that's
ended
so
up being one
sweet.
of the most charming little stories in all of manga. Who would have thought? Submitting in 3,500 votes for Naoya Zenin though?
Jesus.
Yeah, less charming.
Now, what a legend. What a legend. Gotta love Naoya. Actually kind of wholesome. I agree. Actually kind of wholesome. Oh, man. I like that. That was fun. What is this? Some people not happy about this. I know some people are very much not happy about Ecstasy, Wayland. I don't know why. They're stupid.